All right, Bart with Bicycle Rider YouTube, and we're going to talk about a real nifty bike today. When I say nifty, because it's just good at so many things and comfortable. This is the Specialized Crossroads 1.0. This is a neat bike to show people when they come into my bicycle shop and just say, hey, I don't want to be a racer. I just want a bike that I can ride, something I can ride comfortably, and something that I can get on and off easy. So the Crossroads in the low entry model does just that. It checks a lot of boxes. It's a very comfortable bike. And let's start off by talking about the aluminum A1 frame that Specialized had designed. And they put a lot of research into designing a bike that's not only comfortable but efficient. Because sometimes, you get into a bike that's too comfortable, a cruiser, and it's just not efficient. Or you get a bike that's too efficient, like a race bike, and it's just not comfortable. So this is a good everyday bicycle for people that just want to get off work, ride their bike around the neighborhood, spend some time on the weekend riding around town, just get some general fitness or just a short enjoyment. Of course, it's long enough to go on the long haul too. But really, the Specialized Crossroads is kind of made as a regular person's bicycle. And when I say that, sometimes they say, well, how much do regular people have to pay for a bicycle like this? This bicycle is coming in at around $650, and you get a lot of bicycle for the money. One, because Specialized is, like I said, engineered a very comfortable bike that rides efficiently. But it also incorporates a lot of very nice solid parts, so you don't have a bike that you have to do a lot of maintenance to, a lot of that's very delicate. This bike comes with a 7-speed Shimano tourney drive system. And that means you have a 7-speed derailleur in the back. The Shimano tourney is used on a lot of bikes. And it's very robust. You don't get a lot of missed shifts or hardly any missed shifts with a gear system like this. It does give you plenty of gears for, riding into the wind. If you decided to put a rack or mount this bike heavy, you can do that because there's plenty of places to put a rack or anything else. But when you're doing that, it also increases the amount of pedaling force you have to do to get all that inertia moving. And with the tourney 7-speed gear system, you do have a good gear range to pull a heavy load, to ride into the wind, to go up a hill. But on the other hand, if you have the wind to your back, like we do here in Biloxi, Mississippi, going down the beach, a lot of times you have the wind to your back, and you want to get some speed. Some people feel like they're spinning out because they don't have enough gear. But with the gear system they put on this, you can really get some speed with this bike and have a decent cadence at the same time. So I think they've really put a nice gear system on it. A lot of people, first thing they do is they look at a seat. This is a nice wide seat that has just the right amount of cushioning. And a lot of people think they want this big bulbous seat, but what that does is cause a lot of soft tissue discomfort. So what Specialized has done with their body geometry touch points is design a seat that fits your sit bones. If your sit bones are supported, you can get comfortable. If you just have this big wide seat with so much cushioning, it's really not conducive to comfort or to riding. You end up getting a lot of rub. So, before you make up your mind about the seat, sit on it, ride it, have your sit bones get used to it, and you will find that this is a very comfortable seat. Along with the seat comes some nice comfortable grips. And grips are important because when you're riding a bike, this is what you're touching. Body geometry incorporates the hand and the ulnar nerve, unless you have a grip. It's one very grippy, and you don't let loose of this bar easily, but it also is taking it easy on your hands going numb. This bike has a rim brake system. A lot of bikes have gone to disc brakes, so people ask me about the rim brakes on this bike. With the double-walled steel rims and the braking surface on this rim, you really do get a very positive pull on these brake pads. It is the tried and true linear pull V-brake, and the V-brake, does offer a lot of stopping power compared to other brakes that don't have a machine surface, maybe a painted surface, and your brake pads are rubbing against paint rather than something they're going to grip to. And while I'm down here, let me talk about this tire. This is one of those tires. It's a Nimbus sport tire that has got a lot of rubber on it. It rolls very good, but yet gives you a lot of flat protection. And this is a 700 by 45 millimeter tire, so it's quite wider than a lot of tires that are coming on your traditional hybrid. But with the tread pattern, it does keep it smooth. So, you know, with a wide tire means you can have air volume. That means you can lower the pressure of your tire and get a very comfortable ride out of it. Or you could pump the pressure up and get more efficiency out of it if you wanted to do a 20-mile jaunt or race some of your friends around town or something. It does have a steel fork. So on the steel fork on this, it does it kind of disperse the vibrations through the steel, where aluminum is a little bit, you know, more buzzy. The vibrations that through a steel fork seem to, you know, really dissipate very well. So, you know, it's got a more of a high-rise handlebar. So you have a handlebar that's coming up to meet you in your arms. And when you're sitting on this bike, it just is a very upright, comfortable position. With the components that Specialized has put into this bike, not only do you get an upright, comfortable position, but if you want to, you know, start going faster and pushing the limits, you can do that too. So, you know, here on the Bicycle Rider YouTube channel, if you like our content, please subscribe. And we normally weigh a bike, and, you know, some bikes maybe are more critical to weigh than others, but let me just, you know, if you've got to take this bike in and out of your apartment and put it on the back of a motorhome, it's sure nice to know what they weigh. So let me just hold it up here rudimentary, and I'm coming in at little over 27 pounds. So I am not a bike stand, but that gives you a rough idea what this bike weighs. So let me just, you know, in closing, say very good things about the Specialized Crossroads. We are in the beginning of April 2021, and this bicycle is for sale here at Biloxi Bicycle Works. And I'm just saying that so you know that your local Specialized dealer can, you know, if they're lucky, have a stock a few of these bikes left. Or if you're looking for a good, you know, solid bicycle at under $1,000, this bike is definitely one of those to definitely consider. All right, Bicycle Rider YouTube, over and out.